The rarest dev creature in Creatures of Sonaria, how to get it. Hey level YouTube family, welcome back to Roblox Thrasher. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the rarest dev creature in Creatures of Sonaria. Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss any of our videos. The Narctoxon is one T4 grassland carnivore and a Jackson Bird inspired dev creature. The species can be purchased for 400 Robux inside the Tiki shop, as well as the stored form can be purchased for 1,875 shrooms at the shroom shop. Second color palette. To get the second Narctoxon palette, users must visit Jackson Bird in-game while owning a Narctoxon breed. Seeing a developer just implies having the developer around load range, even though it's not stated in the game's interface, which is about 475 studs, or just under the length of Flower Cove from the Desert Bridge. You do not have to be using your Narctoxon to acquire the palette, contrary to popular perception. The Narctoxon is a rare lonely species that can be found in Sonaria's freezing highlands. It's well suited to harsh, cold, and snow hunting thanks to its thick covering of fat, feathers, and strong claws. Once the night grows longer and the temperature falls, the Narctoxon unleashes its full ferocity and assumes the title of King of Winter, rumored to be capable of encasing its foes in ice and unleashing blizzards. The Narctoxon is a four-legged creature with a front-heavy appearance that reflects a hybrid between an owl as well as a bear. It's covered with feathers and icy claws. The Narctoxon's icy spikes serve as horns, a ridge down its rear, and protection for its arms and legs. Along with the icy ridge on its back, the Narctoxon also appears to have a series of 4 non-icy spikes. It features a toothed face, hanging feathers out of its lower jaw, and deer-like hooves. It has a tiny feather tail as well, and it has a passing similarity to a D&D owlbear. Glacier Breath is a low-range move that does harm and ticks as it's cast. With a lengthy delay, Snow Shield forms an icy sphere and gives partial shelter from enemies. The user's starvation and thirst vanish 3 times faster when the ability is active. The most usual creature categories are non-limited and limited, although there are many other methods to define a creature to evaluate its worth and rarity. Non-limited animals are the most easily obtained creatures in the game, needing a threshold of 65 shrooms and tickets or minutes of gameplay to move for a monster in the random gacha since scrapped, or one of the many more gachas for a better chance of acquiring the desired monster. Due to the ease with which creatures can be obtained, non-limited monsters have low value. Many players, on the other hand, will modify values based on looks, freshness, power, tier, or otherwise. A few of these monsters, like Trikylo and Mekmek, may evolve into limited creatures as a result of choice over time. The Sakuren, Kindle, Ixteri, Nindir, Gramas, and Shro were available via random gacha, but have since been transferred to the session gacha. This easy method, however, has 2 exceptions: Creatures of Time gacha. Time gacha creatures are limitless, however they may be more difficult to obtain for core gamers than developer monsters, as even from the trading world, the highest time monsters are sold at considerably higher rates than any dev monster. The idea that you may twirl one gacha to have a certain creature rather than a random chance helps to balance this out. Robux gacha creatures. Robux gacha creatures are even harder to collect than dev beings, since while both incur Robux, Robux gacha does not guarantee that you will get a precise creature when costing Robux, and while you get a monster irrespective of the spin, the 2 main Robux creatures are presently not of equal value, forcing the developers to disable this gacha in areas with loot box limitation laws. Rukig Zuku, also known as dev creatures, are the 3rd most common monsters. They will be available for a set rate in the game store and wouldn't become limited. The cost of every creature in Robux is determined by its tier multiplied by 100. Level 1 creatures will cost you 100 Robux, level 2 monsters will cost you 200 Robux, etc. The Truthful Baeva, Kuragask, Ghibli, Sarhiguro, Narctoxon, Annie, and Yura have been the only developer monsters in the game for now. Limited creatures are creatures who emerge in minimal gacha or major event gachas at a certain point and are either about to become or have already become inaccessible. These were the rarest dev creatures in Creatures of Sonaria. That's about it for today. Thanks for watching our video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit the red subscribe button so that you never miss any of our videos. We'll see you in the next video.